$100 per ounce silver. This is probably going to happen pretty soon, and here's why. Since the 20th century, only 28% of silver mined today is actually from silver mines. Now it's actually usually coming out of the earth from a byproduct of zinc mining, copper mining, gold mining, etc., because the shallow high-grade deposits have become depleted after mining it for hundreds of years. So we go back to biblical times and we look at the ratio of gold to silver. Historically speaking, going back into the Bible, a 1:10 to 1:16 ratio is what it has always been, meaning that 1 ounce of gold was equivalent to 10 to 15, 16 ounces of silver. Now, if you look back to the Roman Empire, typically in trading, you had 12 to 15 ounces of silver for every 1 ounce of gold. Now we need to fast forward to today and look at what that ratio is. It is so immensely undervalued that we've reached a point where the ratio of silver to gold is 80-90. Gold is sitting here at $3,000, $3,300 an ounce we've seen, while silver is $33, $34 an ounce. So it's reached that point where the ratio is closer to 1 to 100. And lastly, we got to look at the supply deficit. In 2023, we actually reached a supply deficit on silver because now it's costing more to mine. We have to dig farther into the earth to get it. And we're looking at the industries that actually have to use it. Solar panels, the medical industry, 5G, electric vehicles all require silver. They don't require gold, they require silver. So then we see countries like Russia, massive economy, having a plan over the next few years to stock up on $530 million of silver. The institutional money is moving into silver. You're not seeing it represented on the stock market. You're not seeing it in a little ticker on the news, scrolling by, showing you what the NASDAQ is doing, and the Dow Jones, and Bitcoin, and all this stuff. Silver is immensely undervalued. This is realistically the opportunity of a century to start stocking up on a hard asset like smart money, like institutional investors are doing. See, this has always existed for you guys, but you've intentionally not been taught about these assets because institutional money invests much differently than ma and pa, than the everyday brick and mortar business owner, than the everyday 9-to-5er. Institutional money invests differently. Silver, quite realistically, biblically, because of the supply and because it no longer can be extracted from the ground effectively and efficiently, could very likely go to $100 an ounce.